Have you ever heard of a quantum computer? Just imagine if we could create a 100% effective cure for diseases like Alzheimer's or certain types of cancer, discovering in just a few days a solution that today would take decades of research. That's the level of what we're talking about. This technology is real and it could change everything. And the big news is that scientists have just solved the biggest problem that was keeping these computers from becoming a reality. Basically, what was almost impossible has suddenly become much closer to happening. Go ahead and drop a comment. Now that I've given you this information, have you thought about the impact something like this could have on the world? Comment right now. And remember, folks, if you like our project, besides leaving your opinion, hit the like button now so you don't forget. It helps this project immensely to keep bringing you these videos. Thank you. Now, let's get to the facts. For you to understand the difference, first think about your cell phone or your video game console. They work with bits. It's like a light switch. It's either on 1 or off 0. Everything you do, from sending a message to playing a game, is a giant sequence of these on and off switches. It's a very simple system, actually. Now, the quantum computer is on another level. Instead of bits, it uses qubits. Imagine a qubit isn't a switch, but a coin spinning in the air. While it's spinning, it's neither heads nor tails, right? It's both at the same time. A qubit is like that. It can be 0 and 1 at the same time. It's as if it could explore all the paths of a maze at once, instead of testing them one by one. Because of this superpower, a quantum computer can solve absurdly complex problems that a normal computer would take millions of years to figure out. But there was a huge problem, a real headache. Qubits are super fragile. Imagine you're trying to build a giant, detailed castle of cards. Any little thing, a sneeze, a door slamming, a breeze, and boom, it all comes crashing down. Qubits are like that. Any small change in temperature or a vibration in the environment, which scientists call noise, causes them to lose their powers and become a normal bit. The entire incredible calculation it was performing is lost instantly. This was the biggest challenge: how to make these super powerful yet mega sensitive qubits work without the outside world messing them up. Until now, some very smart people from famous universities like MIT found a brilliant solution for this. They created a method that, instead of trying to build a perfect bubble to protect the qubits, teaches the computer itself to fix itself in real time. Their invention is a computer program, an algorithm. Think of an online game. The old way of dealing with noise was as if your character received a negative effect, a debuff. You would have to pause the game, open a menu, read what the problem was, and look for the right item to heal yourself. But by the time you got back to the game, the negative effect would already be a different one, and you'd always be a step behind. It was a process that took hours and almost never worked. What this new program does is different. It's as if it activates an automatic correction cheat code. The exact instant that noise messes up a qubit, the program detects it and fixes it right away in a fraction of a second. It's so fast that the computer doesn't even feel the problem. A job that used to take hours now takes seconds. And the best part, it does this while the computer is running, without needing to stop anything. It's an ability to self-adjust at the speed of light. The consequences of this are gigantic, for real. With this problem solved, we can now think about building computers with thousands or even millions of qubits. And with all that power, what can we do? Just imagine, in medicine, instead of taking years to test drugs in a lab, we could use a quantum computer to simulate how millions of substances would act on the human body all at once. It would be like finding the right key for a disease's lock in record time. We could create treatments for diseases that are currently incurable. In climate science, we would have weather forecasts so accurate that we would know not only if it's going to rain, but where every single raindrop will fall. It would help predict natural disasters and better understand global warming. We could invent new materials that don't even exist today. Think of a cell phone battery that lasts a month, or a screen that simply doesn't break. A quantum computer could help us design these materials. And the coolest part is that this solution isn't just an idea on paper. It has already been tested and it worked. And it works for the different types of quantum computers that big companies like Google and IBM are building. In other words, everyone working on this will be able to use this discovery to speed things up. What we are seeing is a moment that will go down in history, like when the first computer chip was invented or when the internet appeared. Before, quantum computing was a distant promise. Now, the race has truly begun. The technology that will define the future has just taken a gigantic leap, moving from a distant possibility to become a real project. The future suddenly got a lot more interesting. Folks, don't forget the question from the beginning of the video. Had you ever stopped to think about the impact something like this could have? Also, for you, which area of our lives do you think will be most transformed by this revolution? Comment below. I really want to know. This video doesn't end now. It continues with our conversation in the comments. If you find this video interesting, I invite you to become a channel member and like this video. Up here on the top right, I'll leave a video suggestion for you to continue with me.